Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a sketchbook spread in my sketchbook. I already sketched it out in advance, so it doesn't take as long to get started. I'm going to be doing this sketchbook spread in acrylic gouache because it's a very new medium for me and I want to become better at it. Because I have a project coming up in school which I want to use the paints for, so let's get into it. So I start with a undercoat in a yellow because this portrait is very warm toned, so just getting that base layer down is going to help me a lot. I start blocking in the colours. I don't go into too much detail yet with it, but I'm just making sure everything is the right colours and tones before I start going in with the very fine details. Now I'm adding the smaller details with a smaller paintbrush. This is the final result of this portrait, and now we are going to move on to this next part, which I forget the name of these little dessert things. this is the final result of the desserts, and now we're gonna move on to the beetle, which is ultimately my favorite piece on this spread. When I add the details, I almost go in and stipple the paint. I find it adds a lot more texture to the piece and it's more visually interesting. And it's also, personally for me, easier to separate the tones and stuff in the piece without it looking muddy. As you can see, I'm going in with some final highlights around the piece just to make it pop a bit more. I think this really added to the piece because it just makes it stand out more. Now I'm doing this snooker ball keychain. I just needed to fill up the space, and I saw this reference on Pinterest and I thought it was cool. I am now doing this little kalimba, I think it's called, instrument. I always wanted one of these, but I never got one, so I decided to paint one because I think they're really interesting. And during this filming of this clip, my phone died, so you don't get to see the whole thing. Since I didn't realize my phone died, I didn't get to film any of the process of this flower. Now we're moving on to the final piece on this sketchbook spread, which is this portrait, I would say. I'm just again adding in the base colors and making sure each part dries because it's kind of eating the paper up a little bit. Now I'm working on the details on the face, which was actually really hard because it was so small and trying to get the colors to work right and match my reference was very hard because trying to get all those small details with it still looking good was very hard. I felt something was missing, so I decided to add a small bit of background from the reference just to make it stand out a bit more. I'm not 100% happy with the face, but I think it's the best I can do for now. More practice will obviously make it look better, but right now this is what I have. So I wasn't bothered to put too much detail onto the buildings in the back because it's not the main focus. So I just did them like really quickly. I didn't spend much time on them. And that's the final part of the painting. So this is the final results of the sketchbook spread. I really enjoyed making it and I hope you enjoyed watching me make it. I hope you consider liking and subscribing. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.